Hello, hello. As you get here, make sure that you say hello and let me know that you're here while I hit go live in the different places. I'm just getting on here quickly. Hold on. All right. Hit go live over here. All right. And really quickly, I'm going to make sure I was having some issues this morning with my audio. So let me make sure it is working. Some issues this morning. Oh, it is. Yay. But I can see my phone's about to die. So let me hook that up so I can see. So like I said, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're here with me right now. And if you're here for the replay, make sure that you grab the link and get signed up for the workshop because it's actually tomorrow night, Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. And so I wanted to get on here one more time and just give another shout out about why it's important and who it's for, and for you to come on and join us, because tomorrow morning I will be sending out an email to everyone who has signed up with the link to get into the workshop. So with that said, the money story you've been living isn't yours, and that changes tomorrow night, because tomorrow night is the workshop. So I really had something that I wanted to say to you personally before we get in the room together. So here's what I know about you. You're smart, you're capable, you've done the work, and something still feels stuck around money. That's not a willpower or a discipline problem. It's an actual story problem. The story was written a long time ago, most of it before you were even 7 years old. So think about that, before you were 7 years old. And we're going to go through a little bit of this tomorrow on the workshop. So I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I do want you to understand there's a story that's running in your head right now and in your life that you didn't even write. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to find it, name it, and start rewriting it together. Because one of the things that is going to be so cool is that we're doing a group hypnosis session. And hypnosis is actually the thing where you can go in and rewrite it. You go underneath the surface where the story lives. This workshop is free. It's one night, and there is not a recording that will be shared with you guys. I will be putting it in my school membership for those people there. But there's not going to be a recording. And I just want you to know that, because I want you to be there in the room. There is something so much different with being in the room as we're talking about this. And you actually get I say the word actually quite a lot, and I apologize, but it seems to be the one that seems to pop in my head all the time as the thing to say. So I guess I have ums and I have actually as words, right? So do you have any questions or comments or anything right now as you're getting here and you're thinking about what I'm talking about? Maybe what do you want to shift around money? And so there's a link. I've already shared it in the comments in a couple of places. So one of the things that I want you to be aware of is that most of the time, the stories that are running the show feel like that's just the way things are. It doesn't feel like it's a story. It doesn't feel like it's a limiting belief. It's just what happens. So if you have an idea of your body feels comfortable at a certain amount of money, And I know that sounds weird to someone who hasn't been studying any of this, but your body actually does get comfortable with a certain amount of money, no matter how little or how big. And there's a thing that we'll talk about that. But whatever it's comfortable at, if you go beyond that, it's going to do all kinds of things to bring you back to that comfortable space. The same as if suddenly you go way below whatever that comfortable spot is that you're at, you'll get a windfall. Different things will happen to bring you back, but it'll never let you go much further than that. Not for very long anyway. And the things that happen seem like they're random. You get a flat tire. Somebody steals your credit card and takes a bunch of your money and you can't get it back. Somebody hits your car. They don't have insurance. Suddenly you're on the hook for all this stuff and your insurance goes up. Suddenly there's some kind of storm comes through and it knocks something off of your house and the insurance won't cover it. Things will happen that feel like just random things. But it's all divinely situated for your comfort level to stay where it is. That's why one of the things that I talked about at the last workshop, I think it was, or at least on one of the lives that I did, is that 95% of the people who win the lottery are broker than they were when they won within 1 to 5 years. Because they didn't change their internal level of comfort. They just suddenly had all this money and they didn't know how to handle it. They were randomly trying to figure out, not logically, not consciously, how to get rid of it. The people that actually do well with winning the lottery already had money to start with. And even they may have a problem because if it took them way beyond what they've ever had and they haven't done the work, they're going to lose it too. So I want you to think about that and just remember that whatever's going on, it's a story problem. It's a belief problem. It's how you see yourself problem, not a money problem. It's a story problem. All right. I promised myself I wouldn't go for very long, so I'm going to close this up pretty quickly. Hi, Wendy. I just noticed that you were here. Thank you so much for being here. And I know you are signed up for the workshop, so I'm super excited to see you there tomorrow. And just so you know, I'll be opening the room a few minutes early. Maybe 5 minutes or early or something so that we can kind of get settled in a little bit before we get started. So if you can get in there early, fine. If not, be as close to 7 p.m. Eastern as possible. Because like I've shared, once the hypnosis part starts, nobody else will be entered into the room. So I will close the room off because once we get into the hypnosis, I do not want any disturbance happening. I want to keep it solid, calm, and just exactly the way we need it to be. All right, guys. So it's been right at 15 minutes, and that's what I had said. So I am looking forward to seeing you there. And like I said, grab the link, go ahead and get signed up tonight, so that tomorrow I'll be sending out the email and I can include your link in the email because we've got room for a few more people because I don't want it to be too big. I want it to be an intimate space, but we do have a room for a few more people. So see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Wendy. And I am so excited to share this workshop with you guys. All right. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, but you have to sign up tonight. All right. Bye, guys.